my opponent just left the session, so I just want to take the moment to explain some of this. On the reward screen you can see that I'm getting this bonus experience. Now the reason for this is this thing up here. This little icon basically says that I've got champion status, which you can purchase from your profile in-game. I'll record another little clip to show where you can actually purchase that. But essentially what it means is that at the end of every game I'll get bonus experience, and it also increases the chances of getting loot, although I haven't got any loot on this one. Okay, champion status. Champion status is denoted by this little icon here that you can see on your name, which is displayed for other people to see. Just so you know where to get it from, if you click here on social, or you press F2, you will be able to see your profile tab here. So you click on your profile, and on your profile it says that I've got it here, champion status. You can see the duration, but it will say buy champion status here. So if you click on it, you can buy 3 days worth of champion status for 2,000 steel. So this is the currency steel. And as you can see, it will give you more salvage from dismantling. It will give you more end match loot. It doesn't guarantee it. Sometimes you won't get any. Give you an extra XP boost for yourself. Gives you the icon, as I've already mentioned. Gives you 3 exclusive champion emblems, and it gives 10% XP boost for other people that you game with. So if you're on the same team as somebody who's got this champion status, you'll get an XP boost as well. It is steep, but it can be useful if you want to power yourself forward. If you don't have a lot of time to play during the week and you're just playing on a weekend, for example, then if you know you can make the most of it, it can be worth it. So we'll see if it changes in the full version or not, but this is what it's like in the current state of the beta. Okay, so dealing with currency now. What we have here underneath your name, there's 3 values, and the main value that you're going to be focusing on is steel. That's this stacked coins icon that you can see. I've got 143. Just to briefly say, this icon here is the renown, which is like prestige in other games. So I've got 1 character to renown 1. This is for caches, crates. You can get them from completing events, and you can also purchase them. But we won't be going over that just yet. So steel is the main thing we're looking at, and that's the main currency. I'm going to go to the multiplayer, which will show the map, because this is the main place you're going to be getting your steel from. Each battle that you partake in, I believe you get somewhere around 30 steel per battle. I can't remember if it's... I think that's if you win. I'll have to double check that, but it's enough to say that it can be quite a grind to get a lot of steel. So the main way to get steel is through orders. So if we click here, it will show you the orders. Now you're going to get 3 different types. You've got daily orders, which are just assigned to you each day, obviously, and you also get contract orders. Contract orders you can choose from, so this will be empty to start with. You've actually got to fill them in. So if you click on one of them, you get a list of available orders. As you can see, I've been rather busy and I've finished all mine. So you can select the orders. You can see I've already got 3 selected. If I wanted to change one of them, you can click on it, which deselects it, and then just click on another one. It would work if I hadn't completed it. So basically I'm just deselecting them. And then you get the event order. Now this doesn't happen all the time, but this is like, as I say, a special event. And you can see here, as a community, so it requires everybody to partake, perform as many executions as you can in Dominion matches. So, and it's got to be player versus player, not player versus AI. One thing they need to fix, they do really need to fix, oops, sorry, one thing they need to fix, can I, no, okay. At the progression, where it says progression, you can see that there's currently 407,000 as executions so far. Out of 17,000? No. They need to change that. They need to push the text further to the left, because the white value you can see is blatantly much bigger than that. So the other thing to take note of is that there is a bit of a leaderboard at the bottom right. It will show you the top 3 people who have been partaking in this. So you can see No Plays has got 128 executions so far. shows you the rewards. As you can see, there's the crate icon, so it will give you 2 crates which will contain either weapons or armor. And I don't know what kind of crate they are. There's 4 different types of crates, so I don't know how good the gear will be, or whether they're just basic crates, or I don't know. But it will give you 2 crates anyway, and you can see it gives you 500 steel. So the main thing from these is that they all award a decent amount of steel and XP. So you get 300 steel for both of these, and in the contract orders you can see it varies a bit. So the experience varies, 1000 experience, 100 steel. And they all, in fact, I wonder if they all will always give 100 steel, but just varying amounts of XP, possibly. So you can see the requirements. So for this one, revive 5 dead allies in Dominion matches in player versus player. Note the icons. This icon is always for player versus player. This icon means you need to complete it in player versus AI matches, the PvE ones. So for example here, you need to eliminate 400 soldiers in Dominion matches. Now that's not the bots, that's not the 4 bots that you'll be fighting against. This only counts for the mobs, the little soldiers that swarm the centre, that swarm B. So you need to kill 400 of those to complete this, and obviously it will track over multiple games. You do occasionally get some like this, which you can complete in one game. Win a duel, player versus player, without dying once. So if you can win 3 rounds without being felled, then you can complete that. So you get various different contracts that you can fulfill, and that will give you the steel that you need. So hopefully that explains how you get steel, how you accumulate it, and hopefully less of you will ignore the orders and will go through them and try and complete as many as you can to get the rewards that you want. So I hope that helps. Okay, so we're going to talk about chests, since some people will be wondering how you actually attain them. I previously mentioned in the War Assets video that you can attain them through taking part in the special events, which you can find in orders. So as you can see down here, under reward, there's 2 chests there. I don't know what the quality of those chests are, but that's where you can get. That's one way of getting chests. The other way is by spending steel. So we go to the Customize menu, go to your heroes, select a hero that you want some gear for, and then you go to the Scavenge Gear option. Now this will show you that there's 4 different packs you can get. So as you can see, you've got a basic pack which will give you 3 items, and one of them of a higher level, which is guaranteed. Armor pack, which will give you again 3 pieces of armor, with 1 that's guaranteed to be higher level. A weapon pack, 3 pieces of gear, with 1 as the higher level. Or the premium pack, which will give you 5 pieces of gear with 2 higher level items. But that I believe will be a mix of armor and weapons. So you're not sure what you're not going to know which items are going to be the higher level ones. So for anybody that wants to get better items sooner, then that's the way to do it, by spending steel, if you have the steel. Steel is hard to come by, so you're going to have to make the choice yourself whether you're actually going to want to spend it, or whether you simply just want to wait for the drops after the battles that you fight in. And that's probably the way I'm going to be doing it. I don't think I'll be spending my steel on here, unless there's other things, unless I've already got everything else that I want to spend steel on. So there you go, that's chests and how you obtain them. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to watch my video. It certainly means a lot to me personally. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you've got any feedback, then feel free to leave a comment to let me know so that I can improve myself in the future. If you'd like to see more, then it's certainly a great incentive for me if I can see likes and subscriptions on my channel, because it means I'm doing something right. Stick with me, and I'll endeavour to create more videos to keep you entertained and to keep you informed on games like For Honor and any other games that pique my interest. A small clip will follow to promote my small business venture, just in case any of you are interested. But for now, take care, have fun, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Hi, I'd like to introduce you to my small business venture, Tormented Doodles.
If high contrast designs catch yours or your friend's eyes, then hopefully Tormented Doodles will be of interest to you. Mainly inspired by tribal black and white designs, I create doodles as a hobby and then digitize them so that I can then share them with you. Currently, my designs are available on merchandise via Redbubble and Threadless, and will expand in future. You can find links to both my online shops via my website www.tormenteddoodles.co.uk. Thank you for your time, and I hope you can find something to suit your taste. Enjoy browsing, and please feel free to provide feedback via the contact form on my website.